I want to be talking about the past 3 days that's been happening in my life, but also I want to be sharing with you guys a strategy on helping out with distractions. Hey you guys, Eric here, and welcome to another day of my 90-day Fit for Life challenge. So, right at the very beginning of my 3 days that I want to be talking about, things were going by pretty well. I was going out for a jog, and I actually managed to do a 10-minute jog to my surprise, because I know that I've definitely been talking about going for a jog in the past when I was setting goals, monthly goals, and I had those monthly goal videos. I actually was talking about jogging, and I didn't really do it, but as far as my first day for this one goes, it actually went by pretty smoothly, and I'm really surprised by that. Things were going pretty well. However, everything was starting to slowly go downhill near the very end when I kept on looking at my watch, and basically my pace was rather sluggish. And yeah, so basically that's kind of what's been happening over this past 3 days. Like, things were going by pretty smoothly. I was on my first day, things were going very well. I was eating very healthy, and I was also going for my jogs and walking and doing a bunch of exercising, and there's a couple of clips of that showing up right now. But then things started going downhill, and some of it was because of distractions, some of it was just like I convinced myself of some decisions that I decided to make, like, hey, I don't really have to go for my walk because I'm already going to be walking to the movie theater. It's movie day, and I didn't really go out for my walk. I kind of just took that walk during that time and didn't bother about doing any additional exercising, which I should have been doing. But I didn't do that. So after that, things went downhill, like I just said. So I started eating, well, I had a Blizzard from Dairy Queen, and yeah. And since then, basically, my Wednesday, basically I have no footage at all for Wednesday, which is really unfortunate. And at that point in time, I actually identified, okay, like, I have a bunch of distractions. I'm being distracted. I'm being pulled into distractions again, and that's one of the major problems that I'm facing, because, well, when it comes to distractions for people, it's very easy because, of course, our brain releases a feel-good drug called dopamine that can lead to addiction of particular kinds. So sometimes you might be addicted to playing Angry Birds, which was kind of my cases. Yeah, I just really wanted to play Angry Birds so much that I decided, you know what, I didn't want to go for my walk or anything like that, which was, yeah. Either way, I'm still working on it, and I've actually taken some time to identify it and say, okay, you know what, like, the best way to deal with distractions is essentially just taking a step back from what is distracting you and just refocus on what sort of goals you want to be going, or what it is that you want to be chasing in your own life. And for me, obviously, as far as this challenge goes, I want to be obviously improving myself. I want to be improving myself on a health standpoint, and the habits that I'm developing with like jogging and drinking a lot of water and doing a bunch of exercising in between, and doing a huge burst of exercising over the course of a day, are all really great things that take a lot of mental discipline from myself to do. So really, it's a matter of just taking a step back and saying, okay, you got this, you can do this. And sometimes you just need someone in your own life that can really help out a lot with that, and just helping you to refocus and tackle that. And I know for sure, for myself, with my own accountability partner that I have, he's really helping me out a lot in that regard. But sometimes you need a little bit of an extra push sometimes for that, and that's usually when you have to rely on yourself and say, you know what, I have to recommit to this. I have to push myself a little bit more and continue to do that sort of thing. And that's really all that I want to be talking about for today. Is even though everything slowly went downhill after yesterday, Wednesday, I'm here to say, like, hey, like, I got this, I can do this, and I really want to be pushing myself. That's why I'm out here today recording, because yeah, I really want to be pushing myself. I want to be bettering myself, and I know that I have the tools, as I keep on reminding myself, I have the tools to get to where I want to go, and you also have them too.